Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be filming a little review on the Laneige Neo Matte cushion. As I mentioned in my last video, I bought a lot of cushions recently and I decided to do some reviews on them, so I'm going to start off with this one. I'm going to be filming two different test days. The first one's where I'm going to be showing the product alone without any product on, and then the second one is going to be just me doing my regular makeup routine with powders and blushes and bronzers, stuff like that. However, before hopping into this video, I just wanted to go over the claims really quick. So this cushion is supposed to be a high coverage, long lasting cushion that has a soft semi-matte finish. It's supposed to be sweat resistant and also contains SPF 42+, PA++. With that being said, let's just hop into the first impressions. Alright, so now we're going to be doing the review today. I'm super excited because I've been waiting for this little cushion refill to finally come, and it arrived yesterday after like a month. So when I first opened up the product, what I can see is that the cushion itself is very much saturated with all the foundation in there. These days my skin has been on the more combination side rather than the oily side, so hopefully this doesn't completely melt off my face. But like I said earlier, the sun rays are strong today. It's coming in at a 73, and as for my blemishes on my face, I am breaking out quite a lot. So I have one little pimple right here, two on my chin right here, and then I have this one right here which I popped last night. Awful. I know you aren't supposed to do that, but I ran out of pimple patches and I also just didn't want it there, so now I have a mark to show for my actions. Here it is. I barely dipped my cushion into there just because there's so much product on the top. Oh shoot, I put on too much. Alright, one thing I can say already is it's definitely fragranced. I feel like it kind of just smells like their skincare. It has a very light, almost florally type of scent. So now on to my first impressions of this product. The first thing I want to mention is that the coverage is on the more light to medium side rather than a full coverage. Maybe it's full coverage if you have less blemishes to cover up, but I clearly have some going on right now. I think that it did cover up the redness on my little pimple here quite well. However, for this little guy right here, definitely gonna need more help. I think it just helped to even out my skin. It looks pretty good, honestly. Lighter than my skin shade. Like I said earlier, I didn't blend too much down my neck today since I am gonna be wearing my mask at work anyways, so I didn't have to worry too much about that. So it's been a couple minutes since the product has settled in, and don't mind my bangs. I think I left them in the roller for too long. I'm gonna test it out on my phone as well, so but this honestly is not too bad. It's a lot later in person. You can barely see it on my phone actually. So the time is 10:13 now. I'm gonna be heading off to work in a couple minutes. I think I'm gonna be just a little bit late, but I wanted to get in this review for you guys and just do a full day wear test. I will be filling you guys in throughout the day, showing you guys what I'm doing. So yeah. Here is the update of my mask. I was sweating. It's actually quite hot today, but it's raining out. I wasn't expecting it to last completely without melting off. Still some redness peeking through where the foundation rubbed off, but besides that, I think it looks still really good. Not completely horrible, and I can definitely touch it up, and I think I'm gonna touch it up later when I get home so I can show you guys a little test on that. Hey guys, so I'm just gonna do a little check-in right now. It's currently 5:51. I have been wearing the cushion for about 6 hours now, 6 or 7 hours I think, but I got home maybe like an hour or so ago. Especially in this inner section right here is where I'm seeing the most oil. Yeah, so I'm just gonna reapply the cushion and see how it goes on over top of the foundation that I previously put on. Taking a closer look at my skin, I think it just looks very fresh. I will say that it went over the splotchy parts quite seamlessly, but so far I would say I'm very impressed. Currently 12:39, basically 12:40, so I did get a little bit of a late start today because I just woke up late. I'm off today, so I wasn't gonna wake up early anyways. It looks a lot more matte than it was yesterday, and that's probably because of all the powder products that I used, but I don't know how I feel about it with a bunch of other products on top of it. Especially in my under eye area right here. This area was also getting a little patchy. I feel like some areas are getting a little bit patchier than it was yesterday. That might be just due to the lack of skincare preparation or using the right primer underneath. I did use the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, which is more silicone based instead of hydrating, so that probably was taken into account for on my skin. So yeah, that is my little update for today, and I'll check in with you guys in a couple hours. I've been wearing this foundation for a little over 10 hours, almost 11, so this is the final look of my face after wearing it for that long. I am pretty oily. I didn't even touch it up with any powder at all. I've been really trying to avoid touching my face this whole day as well because I have a bad habit of just laying my hands all over my face, but here it is. I will say I am quite oily now. I'm starting to see more redness peeking through now. And especially here in this area is where I have a lot of concentrated redness, and then this area as well. Besides that though, I don't think it looks awful. I mean, I am losing a little bit of product on my face just due to how long I've been wearing it for. Again, like I said, I've been wearing it for almost 11 hours by now with no touch-ups at all, and this is how my skin looks. Since I haven't been outside today and I've just been studying at home, I haven't really gotten a chance to sweat since I'm indoors, but if I were to be sweating, it would be a lot shinier in this area, I'm sure. Overall, I think that it's held up for a pretty impressive amount of time. Now I want to share with you guys my overall thoughts on this cushion and just how I liked it throughout the past 2 days. Starting off with the pros, I really liked how it had a nice smooth and evening finish to the skin. It made it just look very nice and clean, and yet in a natural way without looking cakey at all. Though it did have a semi-matte finish, it didn't feel super drying or anything, but in the future I'll try and test it out with more hydrating products and let you guys know how I feel about that. This didn't transfer too much over time, but I do think its transferability does change depending on the activities you're doing or the temperature outside, especially if you're sweating or not. Just applying cushions on in general is just very easy. It's made to be something that you can take along with you. I love how you can just twist out the little refill and replace it with another one. It was really nice and convenient to have that kind of mechanism to switch out your cushion refills, and it also had a decent lasting time. I would say its max was probably around 5 to 6 hours. After that point though, you'd probably need to do some touch-ups. And finally, there's SPF in it, which is great. Always gotta have SPF on your skin, guys, so love that. Now onto the cons. So the first one is obviously its lack of shade range. There are quite a few shades in here. I think there's around 7 to 10 shades. So the shade I purchased, which is 25N, is supposed to be a more tan shade, but but even though I'm tan right now, it's still pulling a little bit brighter on my skin. I really wish that they could expand on their shade range though, because I think a lot of people can enjoy this product. However, with only providing very light to light medium shades, it's not giving much room for people to try it out. For the last con, I think it's kind of more personal preference, but it is fragranced. It does have that kind of florally, skincare, powdery type of scent. Something very skincare-esque. So keep that in mind if you're looking to check this product out but are sensitive to fragrance. Alright, so that pretty much wraps up my review for today. If you guys enjoyed today's video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe down below if you want to see more of my videos in the future, and I'll see you guys in my next one.